Hi, how's it going? I just realized I say, hey everybody, at the beginning of every video, and I don't know why I guess it makes sense. I'm trying to address everybody, trying to be friendly. Hey everybody. I just thought it was funny. I noticed that. So what I think I'm going to do after this video is post a video on my main channel, letting everyone know about the last 4 videos I made, these little how-to videos, because I'm getting really good response, and it feels really good making them. So let's go. Here's the fourth one. This one is how to, still not sure what I'm going to title it, but how to understand progress would work, or how to, it's just about progress. I'm sure a lot of you have noticed most of the things the conclusions I end up getting to, pretty much all have to do with how you're thinking about what's happening. Um, Progress is a big thing because uh, one of the biggest things affecting people these days is they're not empowered. They don't feel like they have power. They don't feel like they make a big difference. And and then when they try, they don't feel like they're making substantial progress, so they get disempowered again or discouraged or whatever. Has that ever happened to you? I wouldn't be surprised if it has. It's happened to me a lot. Where you finally feel like, okay, I'm gonna work out. Finally, I'm gonna go exercise, and then you go do it, and then you're like, maybe you're like extra tired later that day, and then you're like, shit, like I'm so, oh man, or there's all these little things, or you want to eat healthier, and so you eat healthy, and then you end up eating cookies at the end of the day, so you're just, so I'm just gonna get right to it. The number one most important aspect of understanding progress or progression. What is progress? What's progression? Let's do that first, actually. So here's my hand. If I want my hand to be over here, uh, let's say that's quite an effort, and it's gonna take. You guys understand what progress is. I don't know why I'm doing this, but if my hand's here, I want it to be over here. Okay. If my hand's here, I'm making progress because I'm closer. Now tomorrow, my hand might go back here. That's still progress. Okay. And the next day, my hand might be even farther back than I started. That's still progress. Why? Because I've already decided in my head that I want my hand here. So, no matter what happens until I get here, it's still progress. That's why I said that. That's different than what I was going to originally say. But that makes a lot of sense. Let's say you want to lose 10 pounds, okay? And after 2 months, you've gained 3 pounds. As long as you still want to lose 10 pounds, you're making progress. Okay? It has to do with perspective. It has to do with, you know, so the main key to progress is, for one, understanding, like accepting, believing, choosing is really choosing that you want progress, understanding that you deserve progress, and how does deserve work? Well, we don't deserve. I was gonna say something like deservation. Deservingness um, is another big thing that has to do with people's empowerment and how much progress they think they're making, or how much progress they're even going to try, or whatever. We don't generate deservedness by our worthiness, like what we're worthy of, what we've done. You don't you don't gain points in the deservingness scale by what you've done. You gain points in the deservingness scale by your willingness. We're not qualified in life. I say this all the time. This is a little quote of mine. I made up a quote. We're not qualified in life. Qualified. What does qualified mean? It means that only you can qualify yourself for something, unless it's like a sport or a job. Who knows? But you can only feel comfortable being in a place that you're in by feeling qualified to be there, right? So you're not qualified in life by your worthiness. You're qualified in life by your willingness. Because at the end of the day, you could be the worst person in the world. You could be you could be a murderer and an arsonist and a whatever. You just do crappy things all the time. But if you stop and then finally realize you want to be a good person, and you're willing to do it, and you're willing to do what it takes, then I'd put you in a pretty damn good category compared to people who are just neutral and not willing to be a good person. don't even know they're being a bad person. Anyways, went off track a little bit there. Excuse me. Progress. So, the moment you choose that you want to make progress on something, that's progress. You've already started, okay? Now, what are easy ways to document and create and manifest progress? One, writing things down all the time. I dare you, after this video, to write down things, whatever comes to mind. Spend 10 minutes and write down the things you want to make progress on. And then really, really, really look at each thing. Focus on it. Let's say you want to, I want to make sure I sweat every day from exercise to know I know I'm making progress because I'll be sweating. So focus on that and really know that tomorrow you might not do it. Something might happen, you might not feel very good, who knows? But that's still progress as long as you keep understanding what you want and you're willing to do it. And yes, some people's minds could allow them to use this whole like, well, if you don't do it, it's okay, it's still progress to be lazy. But it's not like that. If you really, really focus on the willingness part, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. Do you want to lose weight? Well, I'm willing to do it. Do you want to make more friends? Well, I'm willing to do it. Do you want to do better in school? I'm willing to do it. That's progress. So how do you document your progress? Write things down every single day. Just get a mastery template. Get a little thing like this and just write stuff down. You can train your brain to have an external hard drive. That's how you document your progress. And then at the end of the day, the more and more you can just stop and be grateful and focus. Every video I talk about has to do with choice, focus, willingness, and thought patterns, and changing your thought pattern. If you can focus on gratitude, focus on the progress, choose to take simple one focus pointed, like one pointed actions on your progress, that's as simple as it is. Just one thing. Just write it down. Just one thing, okay? So what is this video? This video is how to understand progress. Okay, progress is the understanding that you might even take steps back, but that's not what needs to be focused on. Focus. Your life is a result of what you focus on, okay? So even if you take steps back, focus on the fact that, wait, oh yeah, I'm still willing. I'm willing to do what it takes. And if it takes me taking a few steps back to really, really understand the pattern that I was living before and that kept me dormant and kept me where I didn't want to be, then that's what you needed to do. As long as you're willing to go through it and actually learn the lesson you needed to learn. I mean, if you eat crappy food all the time, but you want to eat better food, and then a week later you end up eating crappy food again, then you eat even worse, and then you eat worse and worse and worse to the point where like you get super sick. That might be what it takes to be like, whoa, oh my God, I just ate crappy food again for a week and I feel like crap. Wow, I'm not going to do this again. And that's what it takes for a lot of people actually, to actually hit rock bottom, to actually take a step back. So the steps back are progress if your focus is on your willingness. Okay? And then how do you maintain your willingness? You write things down. You keep track, okay? So that's it. What is progress? Progress is moving forward, even if it means stepping back to have the truest perspective on what kept you back in the first place. We need to know what doesn't work and what we don't want in order to get what works and what we want. Okay? And then you write things down to keep track of your progress. And you keep focusing on your willingness and focusing on single-pointed little actions. You want to work out more, you want to move your body more, then every hour, dare yourself on every hour you're just going to get up and stretch. That's it. Boom. If you just did that all day, you'd be doing a billion times better than someone who doesn't move, you know. So, how does that help? I love you guys so much. You're making progress right now. I already know because you watch these videos and you leave the comments you do and you are the people that you are, that you're already choosing to be the best you can be. So, here's to making progress together. Love you.